Good morning, everyone. My name is Riley Larson, and I'll be sharing a little bit of information with you regarding breed-specific legislation, specifically in Canada. I hope to do this to provide enough information to the general public to determine the legitimacy and necessity of breed-specific legislation. All across North America, there has always been controversy between specific breeds and their supposed innate aggression towards people. These breeds have included dogs such as the German Shepherds, Rottweilers, Dobermans, and the most commonly known pit bull. There have been a number of different studies that have been conducted across North America to determine which breeds are to be banned or restricted in certain geological constraints. However, most of the information regarding these studies have been collected from the United States. In Canada, most of the bans and constraints are based off of statistics found in America, but a study conducted in Canada showed that 1 to 2 human deaths a year can be attributed to dog attacks. This is comparable to the 15 deaths a year found in America. This shows that there's an issue specifically in Canada regarding understanding the need for breed-specific legislation. To accurately develop an opinion on breed-specific legislation, we must understand reasons why dogs bite. There are a number of different specific and detailed reasons why people think that dogs bite. However, this can be narrowed down to 3 specific different reasons why dogs bite. These common reasons include: the dog is unintentionally or inadvertently provoked. The owner of the dog is ignorant about the characteristics and training needs specific to their dog's breed. Or the dog is not properly confined or controlled or socialized with other dogs and people. This is a general truth for most of the dog attacks in Canada. Commonly, when people learn about or are attacked by a dog, they automatically blame the breed itself. Due to a number of different campaigns, such as Ban the Pitbull campaign, society automatically assumes that the dogs attacking are pit bulls and that they are attacking simply because of their demeanor or genetic traits. Due to groupthink, this mentality has been the basis for developing opinions on specific breeds. The specific breed in the most recent decade that has been named the aggressive dog is the commonly known pit bull. The problem with this is that a few different mixed breeds have fallen under this category, resulting in a number of skewed different incident reports. When an attack is recognized, the report relies on the bite victim's ability to correctly identify the dog that bit them. People often see the short hair, bulky bodies, and large head and automatically say it must have been a pit bull, but these characteristics are quite vague. So, why have people actually begun to fear this breed? Dogfighting has become an outrageous form of entertainment, and the most common breed found in the fighting ring is known as the generalized pit bull. Unfortunately, the dogs used in the majority of these fights have been specifically bred and trained for fighting. This ultimately causes people to assume that these dogs are naturally aggressive. However, their aggression is dependent on the owner's treatment of the dog. Many of these owners are abusive naturally from birth, so that these dogs grow up to naturally be aggressive to other people and other dogs. Many people that participate in dogfighting are in for the money, and to boost their profits, people will breed dogs from specific aggressive lineages and sell puppies for up to $1,000 a head. Ultimately, this has created an aggressive bloodline that could have been created in any breed and prevented in the pit bulls. Due to this, there have been a number of different breed-specific legislation implemented throughout Canada. Manitoba was actually the first province in Canada to act upon breed-specific banning of pit bulls within their geological constraints. A study conducted by Raghaven states that it is natural to assume that breed-specific legislation does not work. This is evident by reviewing information regarding decreases in dog bite hospitalizations. However, it was not a dramatic drop in dog bite injury. Moreover, dog populations can change such that a dangerous dog can replace that of the other dangerous dog. For example, if the pit bulls were to be completely wiped out from a specific area, another dog would soon to be considered an aggressive breed. Essentially, it is impossible to narrow down aggression to a specific breed in a specific area. To summarize, it is evident that people have become uncomfortable with the generalized pit bull breed. People have become inclined to assume that any pit bull is going to attack anything that happens to cross their path. This form of groupthink is an unfortunate result due to the development of dogfighting in North America. Criminals who have bred aggressive bloodlines in these breeds have provided an unfortunate fate for a number of different dogs. In Canada specifically, Manitoba and Ontario have instated province-wide bans in hopes to completely wipe out pit bull attacks in their province. However, this will only provide opportunity for another dog to become the aggressive type. This will result in an endless dispute because no matter what the breed, it is the owner's responsibility to train and treat aggressive dogs. So, where do we go from here? Well, everyone should understand both sides of the discussion and be able to make their own decision on the necessity for breed-specific legislation separated from the society's groupthink. On the other hand, it is the owner of the pit bull's responsibility to train and properly confine specific aggressive dogs. Ultimately, breed-specific legislation is not necessary. However, all dog owners must take necessary precautions when it comes to dealing with any aggressive dog. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope that you got enough information regarding the necessity for breed-specific legislation.